Do you remember the story of Israel? They were slaves in Egypt, correct? Do you remember that? Okay. Egypt represents slavery. They were slaves there. What happened after the Lord used Moses to take them out of Egypt? They went through the Red Sea, correct? You remember that part of the story? And after passing through the Red Sea, they came to a desert. Now the question to you is this the destination? No. Okay. Which one is the destination? The promised land. The same thing happens with a believer. There is a process to go. We were enslaved in sin. We were in chains of addictions. We were in chains of this deceitfulness. We are deceived. We are in Egypt before we come to the cross. But once the cross, the blood of the Lord, His death, resurrection, grace saved you, then you will start your journey towards what? I don't hear you. Towards what?
The promised land.
There is your destination. Say with me. My destination is the promised land. All together. My destination is the promised land. Now, the promised land has two ways to see it. One is heaven, which all of us will go to heaven, all believers, correct? But also there is another way to see it. This is the place of prosperity in your life. But in order to get there, there are two stations that people don't want to hear about. The first station is the Red Sea. And what is the Red Sea? The Red Sea is getting out of Egypt and jumping into a new thing. It's called church. Really? I just want to go from Egypt to Promised Land, Gian. Don't force me to do that. I'm not forcing you. I'm just telling you what the scripture says. I just want you to know the story that you can go to the Promised Land, but there is a step. The first step is the Red Sea. Crossing the Red Sea, which is getting into the church. And then next is the desert, which is trials. A lot of people quit then, right? They are in the church, they are happy, and suddenly they say, too much. I can't stand these people. They are too churchy. Or simply they say, this Christian life is too much for me. You know, I can sense how the Spirit of God is convicting me of changing it. I don't want to. That's the problem. Therefore, they will never reach the promised land. That's the problem, the final problem.